Friends, good morning. Pete Stedman with you with another weekly video. I have Andrew Mallison with me this morning. Andrew is a member of our Chapel Lane service. The reason I've got Andrew here is because we've just come through Easter. We're kicking off term 2. And around Easter at Norwest, we had a very unusual amount of mission going on. So on Good Friday, around 50 of us went out to Lakemba to pray for the many Muslims who were breaking from Ramadan. That was a great night. Then after Easter, a team went out to Phuket in Thailand for a mission. And then after that, the week after that, a team went out to Blaney for a mission. And I just thought it'd be great to speak to some people, to hear from some people who went on these mission trips, to hear what God was doing. And so I have Andrew with me today, who was the team leader of Phuket. Andrew, welcome.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us. Now, Phuket, most people don't get there on mission. Most people go there for a holiday.
Yep.
But you were there absolutely on mission with a team of 9 from Norwest. Tell us a bit about it. What was that?
Yeah, so we were asked by our missions to go over there and help. There was a large conference over there of all the different missionaries from overseas, and they asked us to help with the kids program so that the parents could be freed up for training, etc.
Yeah, so our missionaries who we don't name, who are in Central Asia, were meeting with other missionaries from closed countries, which is why it was a bit unspoken about where it was, the location, and so on and so forth. So it was actually held in a resort because that just looked like it would be any other conference going on.
Well, they've got to. There was like over 200 missions,
Who came in.
plus their kids. Like there's about 90 kids. So you had to have a really big place
To do it.
To hold them, so they could have rooms to speak in and big rooms for the kids.
And accommodation as well. Right.
Exactly.
So our team went in to look after the kids program so the adults could have fellowship together for the week they were there. Is that right?
Yeah, so some of these hadn't had actually face-to-face teaching for over 3 years because of the pandemic.
Right.
And they had 2 pastors from the States come out, and they did in the morning session, they just went through Timothy and just washed them in the Word, and they were just so thankful for that.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon they did training.
Yeah. And so what did you guys do with the kids?
We did many different things. So we had
You don't do kids ministry here at Norwest, so how was it? Was it a shock to the system or?
no, it wasn't. I am a primary teacher in my old past, so it wasn't too bad. But we had people stepping up who had no real child kid experience, and God used us all.
Yeah.
But what we did, different things that we did was from 8 o'clock till 4 o'clock, we looked after the kids while the parents were doing the training, etc. And so that some of those from 0 to 15, some of them people were holding babies, some people were, sometimes we were doing Bible stories with them, memory verses, just going to the pool for the swim, different craft activities, just trying to keep them engaged and have a great time.
Yeah. Now, you paid to go. No one paid you to go, and the church didn't help out. So you paid, and the other team members all paid flights and this and the other. Why did you go?
I suppose we were asked, could we help in this aspect by our missions, and this opportunity. I suppose it's just being part of God's mission. So we were just one cog in God's mission, and it was great for us to be able to see God at work, the way that, and we were just part of doing gospel ministry, but it was allowing others to be trained.
Yeah. And a lovely way to continue our partnership with our friends in Central Asia, that we can actually join them on the field to support them in the work they're doing. What would you say to people who are thinking, hey, I wouldn't mind doing that in the years to come, either by myself or with my family?
Yeah, really encourage you to do it. Everyone who went, I think, came away with a greater understanding of God's mission, and how we got to talk to missionaries over lunch or as they came to pick up their kids. They just said that they were so blessed. But I mean, we were blessed by being able to hear the stories of how God's working, and we can now pray better for missions. We actually got to talk to the team that are with our missions, so we can pray with better understanding. And we were just so encouraged by that time, and also the prayers from the saints here supporting us in many ways.
You know, we're a church here at Norwest who live for the glory of God, and we long to see Jesus King of every heart and every home. These opportunities do come up. We had a cluster of them around Easter, but they happen all through the year. Please think about your role in taking Jesus to people both near and far. And not just you, but with your spouse or with your family or whatever your station is, there's opportunities. We're going to hear about Blaney, and my family went in that, and it was such a blessing to us in the same way it was to Andrew and his family as he went overseas. So these opportunities are there, take them up. What a joy it is to serve our Lord together. God bless you all in the West. Have a great week. See you soon.